intentional avoidance. Tell us what that is and how that came about.
If you do blatant Christian programming on television, on radio, even publicly in church, there's a lot of young people that won't attend a church, won't go to Christian radio, won't watch Christian TV because they don't feel it has their answer. So that's where we came up with the term intentional avoidance. They'll avoid the gospel at any cost. And so I have this picture in my mind, since we're talking fishing for men, that you drop bait in the water and the fish see it and they go, you're not catching me with that. I'm not biting that. And they swim away from it. And so that's...
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about the analogy a bit more. I mean, you've in the past talked about, like a tackle box. I mean, you got all sorts of crazy lures. You got worms. You got live bait. And then some fish are caught in nets as opposed to with the hook strategy. So there's all sorts of things, and different fish bite on different things. And they can't, and we hide the hook. We hide the hook, inside the worm. Hair covers the hook. Now, here's a question. I got an angle for you on this. Notice the pun. Thank you. I'm glad you caught that. What if someone were to charge you with, you're being sneaky. You're not really being honest. You're doing a bait and switch on people. How do you feel about that?
Well, the Bible tells us to be, as Christians, to be wise as serpents, harmless as doves. And so I think it just makes good sense. When you get in a boat and go down an inlet and you're going fishing, you don't take a bullhorn and start screaming in it that you're coming after the fish. We're coming after you in the name of Jesus. And those fish will scatter. In fact, if you go around where people are fishing, it's a rule of etiquette that everybody stays fairly quiet while that gentleman's standing on his boat casting out his line.
We can all think of situations where, whether it's dealing with your children or, even dating, where you don't lay all your intentions out on the table, at moment one. What are his intentions? If his intentions are, carnal, then, you could also say that's true. And if your intention in leading someone to Christ is to get into their wallet or just to have another notch on your belt because you have an ego trip and you're all about conforming everyone into your own image, well, yeah, that could screw up your intriguingness strategy.
Years ago, Zig Ziglar said something. I was a sales trainer, and he would teach that the fine difference between a good salesman and a con man was motive. And that's what you're basically saying.